Hello friends, I hope all of you doing good. So, welcome to the fourth lecture of Java programming language. In this session, what we are going to discuss, we'll discuss the new concept like constructor, then destructor, not exactly destructor, then we have learned the concept of command line argument concept. Now, before diving into this session, let me summarize that what we have discussed into the third lecture, what we have discussed into the third session. In that lecture, we have discussed what are the data types provided by Java, what is the difference between local variable and instance variable, then keywords, then how to create the object using new keyword, and finally we have seen the important concept of this language is method overloading. That means I can also say method overloading as a compile time polymorphism, and I can also say method overloading as a early binding. So method overloading, early binding, and compile time polymorphism, these three belongs to the same category. Okay, these are the objectives of this session. So these are the points that we are going to discuss in this session. So without wasting the time, let's start the session. We'll start with constructor. What do you mean by constructor? What are the basic properties of constructor? Just remember four properties. The first one is constructor is always, then I have put a question mark. अभी उसको भूल जाओ. We'll first list down all the properties. The constructor is declared in public section. Then constructor name same as a class name. It does not have any return type, and constructor is automatically called when the object of class is created. So these are the four properties of constructor. पता चला कुछ? I don't think. Okay, let's check the example. Let's check the demo in netbeans. Okay, I'll open the netbeans, create the new project, java application. Next, okay, here I'm going to give the name for this project is lecture 4. Finish, and I'm going to create one class. Right click, new java class, और क्या देखने वाले हैं हम लोग? Constructor demo and finish. Okay, चलो इसको हम निकाल देते हैं. Class demo. Now I want to make one constructor for this class demo. How it is possible? Just check the property. The first property of the constructor is constructor is always declared as a public. Let's check. Whatever variables, methods that you are going to declare inside the class, all that variables and methods are by default public. तो उसकी टेक केयर करने की हमें कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. Now the second property, constructor is having the same name as class name. Okay, so let's define the constructor. Lecture constructor is having the same name as class name. So demo, class का नाम भी demo है तो constructor का name भी demo. Okay, now the third property is it does not have any return type. That means I cannot write integer or float or any another data type in front of the constructor. And the last property we'll see later on. Okay, so this is the constructor, and this constructor I'm going to write s out, then one message inside constructor, and in this class I'm going to make one main method, call the object, create the object for demo class. Okay, right click, compile, right click, run. Hey, I will get the output inside constructor without calling the method. How this thing is possible? That is because of constructor fourth property. Constructor is automatically called when the object of class is created. So this is how constructor is differ from normal Java methods. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? जो भी लॉजिक हम मेथड्स के अंदर लिखते हैं, और अगर वो मेथड्स को हमको क्लास के बाहर कॉल करनी है, then compulsory we have to use the object of that class. Then and then we can call that method. But in the case of constructor, no need to explicitly call the constructor. It is automatically invoked when the object of class is created. So that is the beauty of constructor. So what is the actual role of constructor? Constructor is used to initialize something. तो इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं है कि मेथड के अंदर जो भी लॉजिक लिखते हैं वो पूरा लॉजिक उठा के कंस्ट्रक्टर के अंदर रख दो. अगेन वो एक बेवकूफ़ी है. इट्स नॉट द गुड साइन ऑफ गुड प्रोग्रामर. सो कंस्ट्रक्टर का यूज़ सिर्फ किसके लिए करना है? टू इनिशियलाइज समथिंग. क्या इनिशियलाइज करने के लिए? मान लो अगर मैं आप लोगों को एक प्रोजेक्ट डेवलप करने के लिए बोलता हूँ, एंड व्हाट इज़ माय रिक्वायरमेंट इन दैट प्रोजेक्ट? व्हेनेवर आई एम गोइंग टू डबल क्लिक ऑन दैट प्रोजेक्ट, एवरी टाइम I want one message like hello friends. So ऐसा कोई मैसेज जो आपको प्रोजेक्ट के स्टार्टिंग में डिस्प्ले करवाना है, जो प्रोजेक्ट के स्टार्टिंग में ही आपको इनिशियलाइज करवाना है. सो टू इनिशियलाइज दैट टाइप्स ऑफ सेंटेंस, टू इनिशियलाइज दैट टाइप ऑफ वेरिएबल in Java, we are going to use the concept of constructor. Clear? So again I'm going to repeat the fourth property. Constructor declared into the public section, then it is having the same name as class name. Constructor does not have any return type, and constructor is automatically called when the object of class is created. So this is all about constructor. Now I am going to create one more constructor, but with one argument, integer a, and in this construct I am going to write one method, the constructor with one argument. Now how to call this constructor? To call the second constructor, again I need to create the second object like this, demo d1 equal to new demo, and into the constructor bracket I have to pass one argument. चलो प्रोग्राम की एग्जीक्यूशन की शुरुआत कहाँ से होगी? मेन मेथड से. मेन के अंदर मैंने फर्स्ट लाइन कौन से लिखी है? डेमो डी इक्वल टू न्यू डेमो. दैट मीन्स योर JVM विल लुक फॉर द डेमो कंस्ट्रक्टर. बट विच टाइप ऑफ कंस्ट्रक्टर? द कंस्ट्रक्टर विदाउट आर्ग्यूमेंट. एंड नेक्स्ट लाइन मैंने कौन से लिखी है? डेमो D1 इक्वल टू न्यू डेमो विथ वन आर्ग्यूमेंट. को इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? देयर मस्ट बी सम कंस्ट्रक्टर इनसाइड द डेमो क्लास हैविंग सिंगल आर्ग्यूमेंट. Okay, right click, run, I'll get the output. Clear? Okay, again I'm going to declare one more constructor. Instead of integer I'm going to pass the another argument, string, then s out inside string argument constructor. Again I'm going to define one more constructor, demo, which two argument, integer b comma string n, and here I'm going to write system.out.println the constructor with two argument. Now अगर यहाँ पे मैं लिखता हूँ कि डेमो d2 equal to new demo, and inside the bracket if I'm going to pass 5 comma abc, so JVM कौन सा कंस्ट्रक्टर कॉल करने वाले हैं इस बार? whenever your JVM will execute this sentence, it will call this constructor from the class. Right click, run, and constructor with two argument, constructor with one argument, and inside the constructor. ऐसा कंसेप्ट हम लोगों ने एक बार पढ़ लिया है इन द लास्ट सेशन, बट सिर्फ फ़र्क इतना है, उसके अंदर डिफरेंस इतना था, इंस्टेड ऑफ डेमो वी हैव यूज द पर्टिकुलर मेथड नेम. रिमेंबर दैट थिंग? एंड दैट कंसेप्ट इज कॉल्ड द मेथड ओवरलोडिंग, एंड दिस कंसेप्ट इज कॉल्ड द कंस्ट्रक्टर ओवरलोडिंग. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ मेथड, here I am going to define the constructor name. So constructor name should be same, only the number of arguments or data types of arguments are differ, and based on that योर JVM विल रिकॉग्नाइज कि उसको कौन सा कंस्ट्रक्टर क्लास के अंदर से कॉल करना है. So this is all about constructor and constructor. Now we'll move towards to our next session, that is constructor, constructor order. Okay, destructor. What do you mean by destructor? Is there any functionality like destructor available in Java? First, we'll discuss this concept in C++, then come to the Java. Okay, so open the notepad, and here I'm going to make one class in C language, class demo, then public demo, then cout. This one is constructor. Now what do you mean by destructor? Again, whatever properties that we have studied in the case of constructor, the same property is applicable for the destructor. Destructor is having the same name as class name. It does not have any return type. Only one property is changed. In the case of constructor, what we have learned, the constructor is called when the object of class is created. And when destructor will be called? Destructor is called when the object of class is destroyed. This is only the difference between constructor and destructor. So here I am going to write cout and destructor semicolon. I don't want to save this program. It's a bracket over for the class void main, and to the main I'm going to write demo d. So at this line क्या कॉल होगा? कंस्ट्रक्टर डिस्ट्रक्टर कंस्ट्रक्टर. So destructor कब कॉल होगा? What is the functionality of destructor? Constructor is used to construct something and destructor is used to destruct something. क्या डिस्ट्रक्ट करने के लिए? It is used to destroy the existing object manually or explicitly. While Java does not support the destructor function. That means उसका मतलब क्या हुआ? We cannot delete or we cannot free any object manually or explicitly in the case of Java, like C++. So we don't have any destructor function in Java, like C++. चलो इसके अंदर कोई डिफरेंस दिखता है? ये कंस्ट्रक्टर, ये भी डिस्ट्रक्टर. So how your turbo C compiler will recognize whether this is a constructor or this is a destructor? उसके लिए हमको यहाँ पे क्या रखना पड़ता है? Tilde sign. That means this is the destructor and this is the constructor. Clear? Okay, come back to the Java. Is destructor available in Java? No. But instead of destructor, Java provides the facility of garbage collection. Garbage collection is a one kind of component, or you can say it's a one kind of concept which can use to delete your object from the memory. But when? When your memory becomes full. So it is not possible for you to delete any object in Java explicitly or manually. So that is the concept of garbage collection. Whenever this type of question asked in the exam, like what is the role of garbage collection, तो उसका आंसर आपको क्या देना है? Garbage collection is the responsible for destroying or deleting any object from the memory. लेकिन वो कब? When your memory becomes full. Clear? Okay. Now come to the C++ part. Okay. Here I have print one message like dest into the destructor. So ये message कब print होगा? When your turbo C compiler will call the destructor, at that point of time this message will print. लेकिन ऐसी कोई फंक्शनलिटी जहाँ में तो है नहीं. तो अगर मुझे कोई मैसेज प्रिंट करवाना है ड्यूरिंग ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्ट्रॉयशन, सो उसके लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? गार्बेज कलेक्शन में तो ऐसी कोई फंक्शनलिटी है नहीं कि मैं कुछ प्रिंट करो वो प्रिंट हो जाएगा, बिकॉज उसके अंदर हम ऑब्जेक्ट डिलीट करते ही नहीं है, वो ऑटोमेटिकली परफॉर्म होता है. सो इन द केस ऑफ जावा इट प्रोवाइड्स वन मैथड which can be used or which can be called when your garbage collector delete any object, and that method name is finalize method. Yes, this is finalize method. Whatever message that I have print in this method, that message is printed during your object distribution time. Clear? So this is all about garbage collection and finalize method. यहाँ पे मैं आप लोगों को एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ. This is a by default signature, so you cannot change from protected to private or public. I just want to ask one question, like why they have kept the finalize method as a protected method. If you learn my previous 3 sessions completely, then you can easily get the answer from that session. Okay, so just think about it, why they have kept this method as a protected method. Now the next point is command line argument. Now what do you mean by command line argument? अगर आप लोगों को पता हो, so whenever we have discussed the simple hello world program, at that time, चलो एक बार यहाँ पे देख लेते हैं. क्लास टेस्ट और इसके अंदर मैं मेन मेथड डिक्लेयर करता हूँ, पब्लिक स्टैटिक वॉइड मेन स्ट्रिंग AR एंड ओके. और यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने लिखा था, क्या लिखा था, सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंट ln and hello world. During the second session we have learned this program and I have explained you the meaning of each and every term. What is the meaning of class, what is the meaning of public, what is the meaning of static, void, system, out, println. But in that program we have skipped one thing. और मैंने उस टाइम आप लोगों को बोला था कि आर्ग्यूमेंट के अंदर मैंने क्या लिखा है वो अभी के लिए आप भूल जाओ, वो हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे. सो आज हम डिस्कस करने वाला है कि व्हाट इज़ द रोल ऑफ दिस आर्ग्यूमेंट, एट विच पॉइंट यू आर गोइंग टू यूज दिस आर्ग्यूमेंट. ओके, नाउ string AR, whenever we are going to write like this, integer AR and bracket in C language or any other language, for example like this. So what do you mean by this line? That means in this case AR is the array variable which contains total 5 elements starting from 0 to 4 and all the elements are having the data type integer. Clear? Okay, अगर मैं ऐसा लिखता हूँ कि float b and 10, अगर इसको मुझे एक लाइन के अंदर एक सेंटेंस में बोलना हो तो क्या बोलने वाले हो हम लोग, b is the one type of array which contain total 10 elements starting from 0th index to 9th index and all the elements having the data type float. Same way Java provides one more new data type and that data type is string AR and bracket. That means AR is the array which contains some number of elements and all that elements are having the data type string. String means what? हम किसको string बोलते हैं? This is string. This is string. So these are the example of string. Clear? So ultimately this is nothing but it's a string array. Now how to manipulate this array? इसको हम कब यूज़ करने वाले हो? Whenever you are going to learn the concept of command line argument, during that concept we learn the usefulness of this string AR. Now चलिए प्रोग्राम करते हैं हम लोग. Not paid. Okay. Now in this, okay, we'll delete this one. Here I am going to write AR 0 colon और इसके आगे मैं लिखता हूँ string or any variable equal to. Now I am going to save this program, for example into the D drive. I am going to make one new folder like test और उसके अंदर मैं ये प्रोग्राम सेव करने वाला हूँ. क्लास का नाम कौन सा देने वाले हैं हम लोग? ओके, टेस्ट ही देने वाले, टेस्ट डॉट जावा. ओके, क्लियर? ओके, नाउ open the command prompt First we are going to check whether all the path and class path has been set or not. Yes, set java, okay, cd slash, okay, हमारा प्रोग्राम कौन सी ड्राइव के अंदर है, डी, और डी के अंदर हमने कौन सा फोल्डर बनाया हुआ है, टेस्ट, सॉरी cd टेस्ट, और टेस्ट के अंदर हमने हमारी फाइल सेव की हुई है और फाइल का नाम क्या है, जावा सी टेस्ट डॉट जावा, okay, now java test. But after writing java test, here I am going to provide one argument hello. Now I am going to press the enter and I will get the output hello world. Okay, here I am going to write one more thing, system dot out dot print ln, और इसके अंदर मैं प्रिंट करा तो कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट इज, किसके अंदर सेव किया हुआ है, एन, और इसको निकाल देता हूँ. चलो, java c test dot java java test hello and I will get the output command line argument is hello. That means इसको कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट, यहाँ पे मैंने हेलो पास किया हुआ है, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट. सो व्हेनेवर आई एम गोइंग टू राइट जावा टेस्ट हेलो, दैट मीन्स हियर हेलो will go at the 0th index of this array. If I am going to provide one more argument hello and bye, so hello will go at the 0th index and bye will go at the first index of this array. हम मतलब no need to specify argument over here. Instead of specify argument or value in the program, you can directly give that value to the command. That's why this concept is called the command line argument. And one more thing, whatever arguments that you are going to give over here, all that arguments are by default in string data type. So if we want to add two numbers, then what we can do? Now remember over here, now just concentrate over here and remember one thing. यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया हुआ है, AR0, that means I'm talking about which argument, hello. उसकी डेटा टाइप कौन सी होगी बाय डिफॉल्ट, स्ट्रिंग. सो वो आर्ग्यूमेंट को मैंने अलग से एक स्ट्रिंग वेरिएबल के अंदर स्टोर कर दिया हुआ है. एंड फाइनली आई एम गोइंग टू प्रिंट दैट वेरिएबल. now if I want to add two numbers, then how it is possible to perform the addition program using command and argument. Okay, चलो एक चेक करते हैं. AR0 then string n1 equal to AR1 and finally okay number है, so instead of string here I have to write integer n, then here I have to write integer n1 and finally integer n2 equal to n plus n1 and system.out.println addition is आंसर किस में स्टोर होगा, n2 के अंदर. ओके, नाउ आई विल ट्राई टू एग्जीक्यूट दिस प्रोग्राम. ओके, फर्स्ट विल गो टू कंपाइल जावा सी टेस्ट डॉट जावा, विल शो मी एन एरर. क्या एरर दिखा रहा है और कहीं पे, ओके सेमीकोलन एक्सपेक्टेड, ओके हियर्स द मिस्टेक. ओके, देन अगेन जावा सी टेस्ट डॉट जावा एंड इट विल डिस्प्ले मी एन टू एरर. कौन सी एरर दिखा रहा है वो लोग, इनकम्पेटिबल डेटा टाइप्स. इनकम्पेटिबल डेटा टाइप्स क्यों ऐसा दिखा रहा है, बिकॉज इक्वल टू ऑपरेटर के एक साइड है कौन सी डेटा टाइप, स्ट्रिंग, और इक्वल टू के लेफ्ट साइड है हमारे पास कौन सी डेटा टाइप, इंटीजर. सो इसके दो सॉल्यूशन है. सॉल्यूशन नंबर 1, यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट दोनों तरफ you have to keep the same data type. So in this case here I am going to write string. Is it okay? No, because ultimately we want to perform the addition operation. So at the left side compulsory अपने पास कौन सी डेटा टाइप होनी चाहिए, इंटीजर. So we are having only one solution left, that we need to change this data type from string to integer. And to convert the string data type into the integer data type, Java provides one method, that is integer dot parse int bracket. Okay, so इस लाइन का मीनिंग क्या है, AR0 के अंदर क्या स्टोर होगा, स्ट्रिंग, and with the help of integer dot parse int you are going to convert your string data type into the integer. Then we have stored that integer value into the integer variable n. Same for this line. Okay, and I will copy from this line and paste it over here, and ar1 integer into. Okay, now I'll try to execute this program. Java C test.java, there's no error. Java test, the first argument 2, second argument 3, and finally I will get the answer, addition is 5. So this is how you can do all the programs using command line arguments. So here in this case I have passed total 2 command line argument, as a first argument 2 and as the second argument I have passed 3. Clear? Now most important question. If I want to perform the same program, same command line concept program in netbeans, then how this thing is possible? Because in the case of netbeans, we don't have any provision to open the command prompt. Let's check. Okay. Control C, open, right click, Java class, test, finish, and okay, it's a copy paste. Now, मुझे netbeans के अंदर कमांड लाइन कहाँ पे पास करनी होगी. फॉर नाउ लुक ओवर हियर, राइट क्लिक ऑन प्रोजेक्ट and new Java class, and I'll give the name like we want to pass the argument in this program. So how to pass the argument? Okay, right click on project, go into the properties, run, and here there is an option for providing the arguments. Here I am going to write 2 space 3 and main class कौन सा है, हम कौन से प्रोग्राम के अंदर ये कमांड एंड आर्गुमेंट वाला प्रोग्राम कर रहे हैं, टेस्ट. So from this option you have to select your command and argument programming class. In this case test, select main class, click on OK. Now right click on project, click run, and you will get the output, addition is 5. अगर आप लोगों ने नोटिस किया हो तो यहाँ पे मैंने एक चीज़ थोड़ी डिफरेंट की है. Up till now what we have seen, whenever I want to compile or execute my program using netbeans, then I will simply right click on the class name like this and click on run. But there is one exceptional case. Whenever you are going to perform the command line program in netbeans, at that time instead of executing a single program, you have to execute the whole project. Then and then this command line argument program will successfully execute it, because ultimately we are not going to pass the argument in this program, but we are going to pass the argument into the project, properties, run, and here. Clear? So this is all about command line argument. Now come to the main point. So okay, so that's it from this session. In this session again we'll summarize this session. What we have learned the properties of constructor. What are the properties? Constructor is having the same name as class name, constructor does not have any return type, and constructor is automatically invoked when the object of class is created. Then we have seen the demonstration of constructor overloading. Then we have seen the concept of garbage collection. In Java we cannot explicitly or manually delete the object. So garbage collection is the responsible component for doing all this kind of task. और वो कब आपके ऑब्जेक्ट को डिस्ट्रॉय करता है, व्हेन योर मेमोरी बिकम्स फुल. देन वी हैव सीन वन मेथड दैट इज़ प्रोटेक्टेड वॉइड फाइनलाइज मेथड. उसका क्या यूज़ है वो भी हम लोगों ने देख लिया. एंड देन in the last we have seen the command line argument concept, how to execute that program in command prompt as well as in netbeans. So that's it from this session. We'll meet in the next session very soon with some more new concept and some more new technologies. Okay, so tab tak ke liye goodbye, tata, bye bye.